doing. And the white man is only following you because that's the only realm he can deal with. With some leftover shit because he's got a higher being. Right. You gave this up and gave it to him and went to sleep. Went into a cocoon so you can be a metamorphosis. So when you go into a cocoon or go into sleep, you're not supposed to come out and be what you were before you went into the metamorphosis. What the fuck you went into a metamorphosis for? You understand where I'm coming from here? So now the key here is this. You got to think on another level. So you hear them all talking about TV. We don't have enough economics. We don't have enough book power. We don't have enough this. We're not even giving it that in the God school because we're God. So how the fuck is that? I'm not the white man. I'm not what I used to be 2,000 years ago. I'm going to this transformation level. So in that case is you're supposed to think of way out shit. And then after a while what will happen is this. See, what's happening is this is the reason why you can't detect spiritual things. Because your mind only deals with what you train it to do. So if you're constantly thinking on the political, mundane, everyday life, Saturday with a new flex, oh, my child was born yesterday, what kind of thing, just mundane, and even if you got on a suit and tie, I'm thinking of IBM and all this here. Your mind is only capable of thinking or perceiving what you program it to do. Right. You understand where I'm coming from? So when you hear right knowledge, it sounds crazy. That's because your mind is not trained to receive it. So when you start going way out, start believing in all kinds of miraculous and so-called crazy things, then your mind is being trained that it can receive higher thoughts. So then all of a sudden when a person comes in and says some way out stuff, you go, yeah, that happened. You can see that's right. You understand what I'm saying? Because then you will be able to detect the spiritual. So you have to train your mind to detect the spiritual other than the physical. You can't serve two masters. So in order to grasp what I'm saying, you got to constantly be into the goddamn stars or be a motherfucking space cadet. That's what the little white kids are doing. These are all of the fantasy. What's the fantasy on the physical realm is reality in the spiritual realm. There's nothing but the spiritual realm, but this is all.
It's okay. It's set off for a reason.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Ignorance is a disease. Not in the form where you say ignorance is all the time high like a figure of speech. No, ignorance is really a disease. What it is if you program yourself or if there's a certain energy, because knowledge is energy, and you have a certain energy that's a lack of energy, which means that your mind is mediocre, then after a while you'll find out that you'll get to the point of no return. You'll always be stupid. You got stupid parents, stupid mama, and a stupid father. 99% of the time you're going to be stupid. Because it's a disease, it's hereditary. Seriously. Especially the mother. Because the father is, even if the father is very close, he's not in the situation that he's the father that provides when he's going to be there. But a woman has a certain energy. And if your mama is stupid, goddamn it, you too. If your mama's stupid, that's why you always got to. It's always good to get on the door. Because even though the male, but then again, the male does not transmit the same energy to the children as the actual mother does. But even if you got stupid parents, you're going to be stupid, basically. And I'm saying it's a disease, whereas you got to learn how to use your brain. Whereas I saw a brother, I met a brother on the train one day, and the brother, he was not used to thinking, period. So, it might take him down 2 weeks to process something I said. Because he wasn't used to thinking, because it's actually a disease. Now, on the other hand, if you notice this too, if you take some older people out here, that's beyond 50, and this has nothing to do with you because you're an advanced breed of people, you're light beings. But we are making observation of the greater society. Just beyond 50. And they just like real passive and just real people that basically, just real passive, sometimes passive until they're stupid. But if you can go back to somewhere in their 30, they had a certain energy about them that you wouldn't think that's the same person that's in the 50s. That is because you got a certain energy that's in you. Not you, because obviously, for the mere fact, because we have some people that's over 40, but for the mere fact that you are here is because you always thought a certain way all your life. You was a stranger, you probably didn't, sometimes you didn't tell motherfuckers, but you was thinking all kind of shit in your life. You was born that way because you were an advanced soul, you were an old soul. And most conscious people, even the younger ones, you thought a certain way all your life. You understand what I'm saying? But you got certain people out here, there's a certain energy that you have. And as you get older, it dissipates. It starts to actually wear down. That's why they say brain cells burn up. Now what happens is, the one thing that makes these things burn up is this. The brain only goes to other realms based on you giving it something new to ponder on. It's like a muscle. And a muscle can only expand based on friction, or based on contradiction, or based on trial and error. It's got to move, it's got to be in motion. If you have a routine daily life, in and out, by a certain time, if your energy does not get a new concept, or a new, some kind of new situation. You understand what I'm saying? It will eventually die out. It's like if you take a tin can, and if you keep water in it so long, the damn bottom will rust out and the water will come out. Either the water will evaporate. Same thing with actual energy. If you notice, people that's real stupid at an older age where they say, oh, he's old and he can't understand, he's stuck in his ways. That's because they had a routine life. So as a result, America has a mind control over everybody. They say, we want a routine life, even if you are so-called upper mobile. We want it so that 98% of the things you do every day in and out is the same routine shit. So somehow they can shut down that brain energy. Now, we understand that white people can't take our energy.
Sure.
It's not based on racism that you think of with some political terms. The black bourgeoisie always got some excuse for the white man. Well, it's because they're ignorant. If they ever learned about us, they wouldn't be racist. I ain't never known no motherfucking white man ever oppressed us and didn't know all about us. So the dumb motherfucker don't have power to oppress nobody. It's always the wise of them. Every cracker that ever did something that affected your life, not no cracker in Alabama jumping around some damn sheet on here and not gonna do it. I'm talking about people who affect your life. They are brilliant people. That's called cleverness. The devil there's no thing never said that the devil, even if you deal with the mythological devil, was no dummy. Nobody could have your ass. So they always think they're learning, and they ain't got nothing to do with that. There's a certain energy that you give off that they can't take, and if they come into that particular energy, they automatically go against it. In the Gnostic scriptures, they say there's three races of men: the spiritual, the psychic, and the physical. The spiritual is the original race of people. That's why you can't do shit in the physical that go right for your ass. Then there's the psychic. That's a person somewhere in between, maybe some people in Tibet or some forms of India where the caste system, where they semi can deal with both worlds. And then there's the physical. A person that functions in the physical world and he's good at it. But they say that physical person cannot take the spiritual person's energy. That's in the Gnostic scripture. So that means that they're talking about the white man, he can't take your energy. Now, when certain energy in you, if your routine starts to burn out at a certain age, if you notice, white people love old black people. Let's see, they ever say they love an old black man. They love an old black man and an old black woman. You see what I'm saying? Mr. Charlie, Uncle Willis, and Aunt Jemima type shit, Hattie McDaniel type shit. They like that type of person. You see, because the energy started evaporating to the point that they can take the energy. Whereas a young person, they can't take. Take, for instance, down in Atlanta, they got the motor bus system and the rail system. They don't hire a black woman or a black man under 30. They don't hire one probably under 35. Most of the sisters are either in their 60s or 50s or 40s, and the brothers are the same thing. And that's because they can depend on those people. Now you get on the bus and if you other niggas on the bus, and you be the goddamn guy in short, motherfucker, like you gotta, you gotta pay this shit. That's the science, but also it's the actual energy. So when the cat from Philadelphia a couple of months ago, the white boy and lawyer saying the best people to pick for your jury is from older black people from the South and all that type of stuff. They're talking about people that their energy is also burned out. You see what I'm saying? Also burned out. So that's why it can take that actual energy. That's why it's great and you got to start thinking of things on a higher level. That's why if you notice with the Afrocentric movement, they was all into the history. Then you had certain people they couldn't get with the metaphysical thing. You understand what I'm saying? That was the reason why they couldn't get it, because their minds was not trained to perceive certain things on a greater level. You understand what I'm saying? So in the Gospel of Thomas, he said, tell me what the kingdom of heaven is like. He said, I tell you what, you won't find that motherfucker looking for it. You see, between these two eyes of a sheep. You see, they say if you... Yeah, the Salt River. You know, you go all over the Niger River. The word Negrito. Necronomicon. It's also, it means dead, but it's also the death is life and life is death, which is also the blackening state. It's an alchemy term. And alchemy is the study of melanin. So when you say my nigger, in actuality, certain words fuck white people up. So they got Jesse Jackson in 1988 to start saying African American. And they brought that out. Now, if you notice now, it's the N word, but see, that's fucking them up too. Because even the word N, if you look in the pyramid text, you will see Osiris and you will see the word N behind him. So even that word denotes that same cosmic energy. So it's this thing now that they're trying to deal with this whole N thing that's dealing with this. Now, I'm going to deal with some stuff here. I want to deal with some stuff. First of all, based on the guy that studied the Messiah, he studied the Messiah energy, and he studied Sufism for 6 years. His name is Frank Herbert. He wrote the book Doom. And the movie came out, Doom, in 1994, but the series of the movie Doom. Anyway, Frank Herbert, he was commissioned by the government to write this particular stuff, and they just got all this particular information and they put it in the book Doom. Anyway, which was released in 1965, 100 years after the Civil War, after the Emancipation Proclamation, which is talking about the Messiah and the rising of a certain thing that went down. But also, they talked about the year 1091. 1091, there will be a Messiah that will rise up. Well, they're also talking about the Christ energy, but in 1091, the white man got on and said, we're going to raise up us a Messiah. Now, 1091 is, you would think they would say the year 1091, you would think that particular year 1091 is an actual year in the later future. But in actuality, if you understand 10, which is the 10th decade started in 1990, because after the 10th decade, we're going to the year 2000. So 1091 would be 1991. And they talk about a Messiah rising up. Now, the Messiah rising up out of a water spot in the desert of Doom. Doom is the sandstorm, or Doom, which is a sand hill. That's talking about the Persian Gulf. Now, 1091 at that particular time, they were talking about a Messiah. Now, you remember if you heard people say, even Brother Dawood talked about, a couple of people talk about, whereas the white man, he don't want to be the Antichrist, and he don't want to be the Christ now, because every time they put Christ in it, they end up dead. Like your boy over here, David Koresh. Because Koresh is a Jewish word for Messiah, as well as this guy they had, this rabbi the Jews had, the Bible which the Jews raised up to sit, they had this Messiah, it was talking about 93. They had this Messiah, this old rabbi, and he ended up dying in 94. So the white man said, look, we gotta go ahead and we gotta pick a black person. So as a result, the Messiah is supposed to come back and supposed to be a warrior. Like Horus or here, who's supposed to avenge the father, supposed to be a warrior. So they say, well, we gotta pick up a black person that we can follow. And maybe we can get some of this energy and maybe we can be taught by him. So they're looking for a new age Messiah, which they got several people in mind, even approached my ass. Ain't that a bitch? You know, I'm telling you, you did it around. Some white people came up to me. I said, we heard you speak. We want you to come and teach us some things. I said, I don't speak. I don't know. I always went on with them. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't speak. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, they look for that, but they already got they already have the what is called the government Messiah. Because if you get the book, The Messianic Legacy, in that book, Messianic Legacy, they always talk about how even all the actual presidents and stuff is lined up under the same energy of the Messiah. They take the president, they pick the president that they deal, he's following the road of Jesus. They actually got it from the ancient the Pharaoh who was following the road of the Christ horse, but it was more on a spiritual path. But so they're doing it this way, and that's the way they can keep in power by following certain messianic laws. So in there they say they got to get a messianic black Messiah, a government black Messiah. So as a result, they pick Colin Powell from the Persian Gulf War. And that's why you saw, what's his name, played him both in Independence Day, then during Christmas they played him, Paul Winfield played in Mars Attack, which was an awesome movie. You see what I'm saying? And that's Colin Powell. And so now if you notice the summit that they had in Philadelphia, Richard, the first black church was started there. Philadelphia, Richard Adams. You see what I'm saying? With the African Episcopal Methodist Church, one that was outside of the branch of what the white man started. You see, was Richard Adams. Some of the first black people to rise up, abolitionists, was Philadelphia. Plus, you understand the relation of Philadelphia in the Book of Revelation. That's why you get the book Robin Robertson's book, Beginner's Guide to Revelation. There's a chapter in there about the Philadelphia, the Church of Philadelphia. So Robin Robertson's book, Beginner's Guide to Revelation, a must-read book and a must-have book because it deals with holographic universe, it deals with the Hopi, deals with Dogon, deals with Egypt, it deals with all that because he's not a Christian in so much as he's a Jung psychologist. Yeah, Jung. Anyway, the Church of Philadelphia, so they had that summit in Philadelphia, which they raised up Colin Powell as the new Messiah. That's what he is. Yes. Because now he was Republican, now that motherfucker now is straight up everything. He's cross-party. So the only thing he had to do to keep black people's side is not talk bad about affirmative action. And he was in there. So he went to the damn Republican convention and said, I ain't down with knocking down affirmative action. But he got the white people's side and they hooked it up that way so he can be a vote. And all of a sudden he said, I'm going after the kids and talking about inoculation. You see, we shoot up some niggas with some death. But anyway, he's the new Messiah. Now they're looking for a new age Messiah. They're trying to pick a couple of people. So they came to me. What me to do? I said, yeah, I know what y'all trying. Y'all motherfuckers want to save y'all ass. Now they looking at Delbert Blair. They're real key. They're looking at Delbert Blair real hard. You see what I'm saying? But what it is, they want some people to save them. You see what I'm saying? They was looking at the Farrakhan thing, and that was the whole thing with the Million Man March. They're looking for a black Messiah. You see what I'm saying? To save them. But see, now they're looking for somebody who knows metaphysical things. You see what I'm saying? So the sister started playing my tapes. I don't get on TV live, but she play a video, that's different. She started playing my tapes in New York, had Shaq suit, and next thing all white people calling up. You want to get in touch with this man? She said, he don't fuck with crackers at all. They're looking for a Messiah. Very key on that particular thing. Now let me get a few things. What time is it? Okay, 15 minutes. We need to get a few things out of the way. He wrote it pretty good. Last summer, now you got to realize, this is a hologram. It's an illusion. It does not exist. The only thing that exists is light and your thoughts. So if they can control your thoughts, they can somehow slow down the process. But the process is speeding up so much now until they can't do it because it don't take the masses of the people to do this shit no more. They used to control and slow down stuff based on the masses' thoughts, but now it only takes the people in this room. You see what I'm saying? Or one or two niggas be on the game and shit, so hey, I'm already fucking them up. So now so what it is, but that's not stopping them from trying. They say we ain't got nothing to lose. But they understand based on thought, there ain't nothing else. This is nothing but a magnified screen playing, and you can't break the cycle of looking at something that ain't real for something that's real that you can't see. You see what I'm saying? This is an illusion. So they understand this is a hologram. Michael Talbot's Holographic Universe. Get the book. It's dealing with the quantum physics, holographic universe. Now, based on that, they understand that they can stop a certain thing from coming. They try to slow things down. Now, what's happening is this. In 1994, the Dogon did the Sigi ceremony, which is the sacred dance with me. Once the dance is done, it's over. You go into what is called a null zone or a null period, which means it's not even time anymore. It's just like a way station. And it's a series of emanations just actually petering out. It's just like this shit is breaking. You ever see a TV when you're trying to watch some shit and the shit breaking out where the static is coming in and you can't, and it's fading out like that? That's what's happening with this shit that's going on right now. That's why it's hard to get in contact and control with your physical bodies and make shit happen because it's all breaking down. The hologram is breaking down. But they're trying to, so ever since the Dogon did this Sigi ceremony in 1994, we've been in this null period. The Dogon did the Sigi ceremony and the white buffalo was born and they had a Jupiter up there. So as a result, they knew this, so they start programming it so we can change the people's mind by trying to get them, by taking the incoming current, which is the Heru current or the Christ current, and making it negative. So what they're doing to the masses is they started in 91 where they made Ra evil in Stargate. Excuse me, in 94. 95 they put out species and they made the alien evil. Okay? 96 they came out with Independence Day and made the alien evil as well as the arrival. So 97 they're coming out with Men in Black, cleaning up the scum of the universe. Now in each movie, Independence Day, Species, Arrival, Stargate, and Fifth Element, it's backfired. A lot of shit in that motherfucker was throwing down, but even the big black ball and stuff, that was supposed to wipe up the earth, that's positive. So they got the little white girl to try to stop it. But even in the Fifth Element, as well as this new Men in Black, they always got black people in the shit. And some of the main players, like Will Smith, they got him using them as the battery. See, the key is for the black man to do it in the minds, not white people, but black people to clean up the scum of the universe. So based on, if you understand quantum physics, they are trying to prolong some stuff by keeping a certain energy from being positive. Even Spielberg, now how you gonna make a movie with all these majors Independence Day and make the damn aliens negative? Why? Hell, we've been trying to establish contact for the longest. Because he'll fake you and we know their time is up too.
Mars Attack.
You see Mars Attack, which was the winter solstice.
This is what the Charlie Sheen movie.
Yeah, Arrival, that's the summer solstice. See, the key is they're doing it near the summer solstice because that's the most time when the melanin energy in you rises up. So that's the highest point. So that's why they put the negative alien movies. And in the winter solstice, they came out with Mars Attack this time, negative alien movie. Although the shit was powerful because the Martians was black and they were fucking up shit. But still yet, they're doing one thing, but they're projecting another thing to the people that don't know what time it is. You still think the alien is negative. And they're doing this particular energy to stop a certain flow of energy. Because they know every time the summer solstice comes, and based on the Dogon Sigi ceremony, after the Sigi ceremony, every time the Sirius rises on the summer solstice, it could mean the end for them. So they got past 94, they got past 95, they got past 96. So they're scared every year of summer solstice because it could mean the end for them. You understand? So that's why they come out with Men in Black. Very key that you understand this. on why they're coming out with this particular thing, and they're using Will Smith as the melanated battery to bring this thing out. You see what I'm saying? To bring this thing out. Very key that you understand that particular part that they're actually dealing with. Now, even Jurassic Park, the first one was about DNA cloning, basically.
Right.
That's what the movie was about. It wasn't about dinosaurs, it was about DNA cloning. Right. But since the dinosaurs were the only thing that was here with the ancient black man, if you take dinosaurs and substitute it for ancient black Atlantean man, then you got it. That's the shit. The DNA cloning of the ancient black man. And so the new lost world was Atlantis. And trying to get back to that particular other realm to save their damn self. That's what the key is. That's what the whole thing was about. DNA cloning. I'm going to get into another thing in a few minutes. I'm going to get into some other stuff in 15 minutes. Now, there's a discrepancy. We know that July 23rd, Leo was the rising of Sirius, but on the other hand, we also know that June 19th and June 20th is the first start of the summer solstice, which is also might be the rising of Sirius, because if we go by this calendar, it could be a couple of months off, or a month off. So, as a result now, one thing that's spiritual is happening is, there's when? On when? On the 20th. Now, this is the powerful thing about June 20th, which is what, Friday? Yeah, Friday, because Saturday morning, Saturday, 21st is a Saturday, because I got to speak in Philly on the 21st, so it's Friday. And yeah, I know it's the 20th because they're releasing Batman and Robin. Well, you got to understand it. It's very spiritual. It's very spiritual that you understand this. This is the symbol. This is the symbol. I'll show it to you. You see the symbol. Instead of the bat, they'll show a picture of Batman and they'll show a picture of a bird Robin. That's the symbol. Did I see the symbol? The new symbol? What that represents, the bat is a Vodun symbol for melanin. That's Harpocrox, Heru Quat. That's the inner child, the golden child, or the magical child. That's what we call the golden child. Put it in there again. The magical child, that's your inner self, inner subconsciousness, called a mentor. The black dot, the most deepest part of the subconsciousness, the core of melanin, the Akash, when you get the word Akash, Akashic records. Now, that's what the bat is, a Vodun, a voodoo symbol, a Vodun symbol of melanin. The manifestation of the melanin, from the manifestation of the melanin finally manifests, it turns into Horus, or Heru Kru, Heru Kahudi, which is the manifestation Horus. Harpocrox, or Heru Quat, is the latent, what manifests Horus? Heru Kahudi is the manifest Horus. In Christianity, it will be the dove. In Native American, it will be the eagle. In Egypt, it will be the falcon. Or a hawk. And that's why Atlanta has Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta Hawks. That's all spiritual. That's a spiritual hold. Stone Mountain, which the capstone of the Great Pyramid, the only granite they found for that is Stone Mountain. It's the only place in the world where the capstone of the Great Pyramid, they found that. That's why all black people was flocking there. There's a certain energy there. Now, Heru Kahudi is the dove or Robin. So it's Batman, which is the subconscious, and Robin, which is the manifestation of the subconscious into the physical, which is the Christ energy. Batman and Robin. But if you understand Egypt, you understand that in Egypt, in Esoteric Hebrew, there's a threefold messianic trinity. It's just like there's a trinity of the Mother, the Father, and the Son. There's a messianic trinity too. That's yours? No, that was hers. There's a messianic trinity. Let me explain what the messianic trinity is. You have Heru Kahudi, which is the manifestation, and you have Harpocrox, which is the unmanifest. And then you have Mayat, which is the feminine element. So it's three forms of that. Mayat, so it's called Har, Ma, Ku. Har, Ma, Ku, or Harmachis, which means hardest on the horizon. The Great Pyramid is called Harmachis. Abu, father of the globe, or Harmaku, word made truth. Hardest, Heru, Har, Ma, Maya, and Ku, which means pyramid, unification of the masculine and the feminine. In the esoteric Hebrew, it's called Shekinah, the feminine element. So Maya is the third trinity. So in the movie Batman and Robin, you got Batman, which is Osiris. That's what it is. Osiris is Harpapot, laying dead in the mentor. That's who Osiris is, Osiris. That's Harpapot, Heru-Papot, the dead Osiris, which is the deep part of the subconscious that died and covered over with the physical body. Then you have Ra, Heru, Kahudi, which is the manifestation of Osiris, his son manifesting out to avenge him, which is the energy that you raise it to your higher level. And both of those bring on the feminine energy combined. Osiris and Horus represent Maya, the winged Isis, which is the feminine energy. So you got Batman, you got Robin, and you got Batgirl in the new movie, which is Maya. And they are taking on and killing who? The Iceman, Mr. Freeze. And Poison Ivy, the goddamn white woman that everybody thinks is so beautiful and so sweet that every time a nigga get in with her, he get fucked up. Poison Ivy. It's the white man, the devil, she's the mother of the devil. Come with the docile bullshit. She's more powerful than the cracker. Poison Ivy. So Batman and Robin and Maya, which is the Christ energy, is taking on both Mr. Freeze in the movie, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Poison Ivy, played by Uma Thurman. But you got the Batgirl. All this shit is mythology. All this stuff is mythology, and they study mythology. So that might fuck them up because it's coming on the 20th, which is might be the start of the summer solstice, because we understand June 19th is Juneteenth, which is the original date of slavery being over. And the number 19 and all the last comments talk about. Very few to understand this mythology because they put it out in the actual movies. Astrological. That's why they had to come back out with the Star Wars trilogy the last time. Somehow they're trying to kick our ass with it, but it's working against them because the Star Wars trilogy is nothing but the Osiris story. I'll explain it later on. I'll explain it later on. Then later on, they're coming out with a movie later on called, they already got the cartoon being aired on HBO. It's called Spawn. Spawn is a black man in the cartoon. He's a black man that so-called went to hell, but he came back up to do good for some reason. The only thing he want to do is he want to get back with his black woman. That's the main shit. That's all he wants is he wants Wanda ass. That's what he left behind. He can do everything. The only thing he can think about is his goddamn sister he left behind. She hooked up with another brother, but that's all his shit is. I gotta get back to this black woman. And all that. And it's a cartoon called Spawn. So now they're coming out with the damn movie Spawn in August, which this black man is supposed to be sent to Earth to battle this other demon, which is this Joker-like thing they show in the thing. You know, the white man is the Joker. The battle this other demon who got this virus that's coming out. So the movie Spawn, you see, the movie Spawn, they bring out all this particular stuff at this particular time. At this particular time. So now, what time is it? 5:09. She wants to ask you, do they want to take a break?
I think she's going to cook herself.
Okay, you go and ask her, let's see what you want to do.
Okay.
Does she want me to keep on going or what?